I'm going to show you how you can use stock photos and put your lettering on top so that you can use it for your website or social media, whatever you want to do with it. So I'm using the iPad Pro. This is the Procreate app, and then this is the Apple Pencil. So these photos, like this background photo I have here, is not a picture that I took. It's actually from a website called Storyblocks. So let me show you what Storyblocks looks like. So I just searched in their library Christmas cookies, and you can choose by illustrations or photos. So if you want clip art or photos, and then I just found one that I liked. So I think it was this one. So I just downloaded it onto my iPad, and I'm going to show you how you can make one, and I'm just going to start from scratch with a new picture. And I'm searching Christmas mug because I'm loving my peppermint mocha creamer here. Okay, so I'm going to try to find if there's any square ones because I'm going to be putting this on Instagram. You can do a bunch of different filters, like filter it by if you want it to be a background image or different illustrations. Let's see. I'm also kind of looking for one that's like a bluish, purplish because I want it to kind of match my Instagram look. Let's load some more. So they have over 400,000 photos, images. Here's one. Okay. I think I'm going to choose this one. So I'm just going to click download. Tap download, and it's going to start to download the image, and then I'll just save the image to my iPad. Okay, so now I can go back to Procreate, and I'm going to create a new screen size or a new canvas. So Storyblocks, if you guys want to try this out, is actually giving away 7 free days right now. So you can try it out if you like, and then you can just download some images onto your iPad, or if you wanted to do this on your computer or something, you could do that too. Alright, so I have my image now in Procreate, and the first thing I'm going to do is create a new layer and make a grid to help me out with my lettering. So we have a whole video on how to add grids and guidelines if you want to check that out. Okay, and then I'm going to add another layer on top of that and choose one of my calligraphy brushes here. I'm using Durango, which is from Holly Pixels. And let me just see what the size, okay, that looks pretty good. If you don't know the shortcut, by the way, if you draw something that you want to erase right away, you can just tap 2 fingers on the screen and it will take it away. There's also the undo and redo buttons down here. Okay, so now I have my layer on top of my grid lines, so this is going to help me out. I'm going to write "have a cup of cheer" because it's a cup of probably hot cocoa. So the way that Storyblocks works, which is the site that this picture is from, you have an annual membership to it, and then you can download as many pictures as you'd like. So if for some reason I decided I didn't like this image anymore, I could go find another one and use that. And I think probably my favorite part about it is I'm not a photographer and I don't have a lot of cute little things laying around my house or a nice camera that would be able to take photos like this. So the fact that I can just download it onto my iPad and use it however I want, since they're royalty-free images, that's pretty nice. Okay, I think I really like this. So now I can turn off my grid layer, and then once I am back on my writing layer, I'm just going to select it and move it around just to find where it looks best, and maybe I'll even shrink it a little bit like this. Okay, and then I'm going to create a drop shadow. So I'm going to select this layer again, or I'm going to duplicate it, and then pick the layer that's underneath and do an alpha lock. And then I am choosing a black color here with my pen, and let me just hide the layer on top so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to choose an airbrush here and make it really big. So now I'm just basically turning this black, but I still have the white layer on top of it. So what I'm doing here is I'm creating a shadow. So I'm going to go back to this black layer I just made and select it. And then if you just tap on the right and the bottom, it's going to move that black layer and create a nice drop shadow for me, okay? So now you can see that there's a shadow behind the letters, which really makes it stand out from the image. So the last step is saving this from Procreate to my iPad as an image, and then I can post it on social media or put it on my website, do whatever I want with it. So if you want to start your 7 free days of Storyblocks, go to storyblocks.com/YouTube or the link in our profile. And we wanted to thank Storyblocks for sponsoring this video so that we could teach you how to use the iPad Pro with stock photos to create lettered pieces. Thank you guys for watching. If you try this out, we would love to see it. Just tag us on social media at Loveleigh Loops.